Hey, have you ever gotten so good at predicting future events you've been offered a writer's job on The Simpsons? Do you regularly hold off on making major life choices until you can consult a pack of tarot cards or a magic 8-ball?
Don't count on it! Aww.
Well, congratulations! You might be a divination wizard. But what is a divination wizard? Well, start up that psychic hotline, break out the crystal ball, and prepare to bum out any millennials hoping to afford a house anytime soon, because
I can see the future!
So everyone would appreciate a little foresight, right? It's already everywhere. From astrology signs to fortune cookies to ripping out the intestines of a goat and throwing them on a table in the hopes that somewhere in the viscera lies the answer of whether or not you'll ever find Grandma's secret pot pie recipe. Humans have been trying to figure out the secret to seeing into the future by basically any means necessary. So does any of this, work? No. Time is a messy soup of chaos and nonsense, as unpredictable as British weather, spontaneous atomic decay, or what I'll say next in this script. Pancakes, oak tree, Neptune, dirty socks, you don't know me, I'm crazy. Ah! But this is a game. Anything can happen in a game. And like the WWE or capitalism, it's fun to imagine it works, even if it's just for pretend. Luckily for us, the subclass based entirely around predicting the future is fun, specializing in generating more eye rolls per DM than any subclass so far. But I guess we should have seen that coming. But first, okay guys, so there's no bid to this one. I want to talk about something serious for just a minute. It's been a long road, and through a lot of self-reflection and therapy, I think I'm finally able to open up about a specific part of my life that I've been keeping from the world for a long time. And that's that I'm a weeb. Yes, I'm a weeb, and I'm tired of being ashamed of it. And that's why when DNDShorts reached out to me about promoting their new Kickstarter, Ryoko's Guide to the Yokai Realms, I had myself a little freak out. This huge 350-page tome is jam-packed full of Japanese-inspired folklore with new feats, a weapon mastery skill tree system to make martials more fun, the Element Bender class inspired by everyone's favorite non-anime anime, and a brand new combat system to let you fight kaiju as big as Godzilla, Mothra, and Grape Ape. Holy cow, guys, I think I might faint just from the art on this Kickstarter alone. It's so goddamn beautiful! This Kickstarter is brought to us by many talented creators looking to create a D&D experience that has evolved beyond the Western folklore aesthetic to bring us a beautiful, engaging world full of new monsters, new familiars, new spells, and Sekiro ninja prosthetics. And if that isn't worth the price of admission, there's just nothing I can do for you, bud. This book offers a one-of-a-kind experience brought to you through hard work and a love for the community, and it's so great to see that being rewarded. So please, go to this link below and support Ryoko's Guide to the Yokai Realms today, because I know I am. A big thanks to DNDShorts and the Ryoko's Guide team for sponsoring the show, and now, back to the video. So you're thinking about diving into the future-telling business. Well, you're gonna need a few things. Silly hats? Check. Over-the-top personality? Check. Mild cultural insensitivity? Check-a-rooney? But you also need some kind of method to your madness, so why not use a little magic? So we're gonna get some spellcasting at level 1. This gives you a bunch of spells right out the gate, but also a spell book that can take pretty much any form you like. From the classic dusty tome to arcane tattoos to some neat tarot cards. Move over, Merlin, with your cloaks and your reading. I just spent 10 hours mastering sleight of hand street magic on YouTube, and it's given me secret arcane knowledge like my personal hero, Chris Angel. Wizards also get arcane recovery, letting you recover spell slots equal to half your wizard level rounded up, so you can keep the party going even if you're a bit sleepy. At second level, we choose our wizard school, because just like that annoying smart kid in everyone's elementary school, the wizard gets to skip a grade and get their subclass a level early. This also allows you to copy divination spells into your book at half the golden time, but something about this subclass tells me you should have already known those. We also get this neat ability to, what was it? Oh yeah.
Completely obliterate the universal truths of space and time and manipulate them into fitting your needs! Twice a day.
This ability is called Your Portent because it's important to the Divination Wizard's whole kit. Just scratch that. Essentially, every morning you roll 2d20, and at some point during the day you can replace any attack, saving throw, or an ability check made by you, an ally, or a creature you can see with one of those dice. Did the Oni you're fighting just make the saving throw against the Cleric's banishment? Think again, loser, nat 1. Did your Assassin Rogue just roll a 3 to hit the enemy at a critical moment? Just kidding, nat 20, double sneak attack, get wrecked. This ability is exceptionally powerful and lets you essentially just look the DM right in the eye with your middle finger held high. But we're not done yet. You see, it's always been my theory that if you're good at something, you should go ahead and lean into it. I mean, I got this job because of my ADHD and skill with PowerPoint presentations. But for a young divination wizard, we gotta grab anything we can to be as aggravating as possible. So at some point, you need to pick up silvery barbs. Similar to your portent die, you can spend your reaction to inflict disadvantage on any successful attack, ability check, or save made within 60 feet. Then, just as a cherry on top, you can give advantage to an ally. Silvery Barbs has a fun little reputation as another fuck you to your DM, but just make sure you keep your distance. Without shield spells to count on, your poor wizard can easily become the target of a pissed off dungeon master. At 3rd level, we pick up some cantrip formulas, giving you the entire wizard cantrip library you can swap in and out on a long rest, but we're going to jump up to 4th level so we can pick up some feats. And like any good foot soldier, I marched down to my favorite site, WikiFeat. No, that's... oh, feat with an A. We can edit this out, right? Now, I don't always talk about these because I love the idea that you can use feats to better flesh out your perfect character, but there's one feat that fits the Divination Wizard so well, I feel obliged to mention it here. And that's the Lucky Feat. This gives you 3 luck die that you can once again use to reroll an attack, ability check, or save, or best for you, cause disadvantage on an enemy's attacks. That gives you 3 luck die, 2 portent die, and as many of your 1st level spell slots you can spend. With these combined, you are an absolute nightmare in most encounters, just forcing constant rerolls and big time DM eye rolls. At 6th level, we get Expert Divination, so we can roll the bones even more precisely and get back a lower spell slot anytime we cast a divination spell of 2nd level or higher, as long as the spell cast isn't higher than 5th level. Your diviner abilities make sure you always have a little magic to fall back on, spending only a fraction of the magical effort a normal spell might, and providing plenty of slots for silvery barbs. Skipping on down to 10th level, our divination wizard opens their 3rd eye, bad CG included. But at least ours lets us access one of 4 abilities, letting you swap on a short rest. Your creepy forehead eye can give you an extended dark vision to a range of 60 feet, the ability to see invisible creatures and objects within 10 feet, ethereal sight to let you see through the ethereal plane for 60 feet, or greater comprehension so you can read any language. It really is incredibly difficult to get anything past you, and the ability to hot swap these depending on the situation makes everything from dungeon crawling to ghost hunting an absolute breeze. Take that, Zach Baggins, you fraud. But it's 14th level where our divination wizard becomes a true master of pain-in-the-ass antics with greater portent. Now you can roll 3 portent die instead of just 2 after every long rest. It's a simple buff, but oftentimes those are the most powerful, and this is no exception. So counted up, that's 3 portent die, 3 lucky die, and so many spell slots to hit him with the silvery barbs. You really are just the living embodiment of the phrase, actually, as you force rerolls multiple times a turn. 17th level gets you 9th level spells like the divination spell Foresight, giving any creature you touch advantage on attacks, ability checks, and saves, as well as causing enemies to have a disadvantage against that creature. But you're a wizard and you get 2 spells, and Wish is, you know, right there. Wish is great, and it does everything and more, and I've talked about it a bunch, but for a spellcaster it really is an insane thing to pass up. 18th level gets us Spell Mastery, making your choice of a 1st and 2nd level spell castable at will, and while I think Misty Step is still the best 2nd level option, Silvery Barbs is now unlimited. Really diving into what makes this class good is also the thing that makes it the most aggravating, and the thing that makes me very happy. And finally, 20th level gets us Signature Spells, which lets you choose 2 3rd level spells you can cast once a day without expending a spell slot. We haven't talked too much about 3rd level divination spells because there aren't that many to begin with, but clairvoyance can be a lot of fun. But just pick Counterspell and Fireball, I know you want to. Seriously though, the Divination Wizard is a ton of fun to play, and I don't have to be a fortune teller to know some of you are going to be enraging your DMs very soon. The whole point of this subclass is to force the dice into your favor, and I think you have so many ways to make that happen. Taking the Lucky Feat isn't necessary for this sub to work either, but it's so much fun for that little extra bit of DM irritation. And we can crank this up even more if we play as a halfling, making nat 1s completely disappear. Unfortunately, one downside is that there aren't that many divination spells to take advantage of your expert divination ability, but you have so much going on for you everywhere else, it's not that big a deal. Portent is just so good. Maybe too good. Imagine slapping that onto an arcane trickster or a hexblade warlock with just a 2-level wizard dip. This even works with barbarians for Pete's sake, as the portent is just an ability that happens, not a spell or anything that requires concentration. An ability so powerful it can literally uplift every class is not something to take lightly. It's really strong. And you're still a wizard. Wizards are just kinda broken in D&D. I think there's probably a little bias on that too. But it means that even when you're not gaining new abilities at every level, your huge catalog of spells more than makes up for it. And as much as I love the Blade Singer, this may be one of the best examples of a true wizard's wizard. So if you've ever been shopping for a fishbowl round enough to pass for a crystal ball, keep a pack of tarot cards in your back pocket for an emergency reading even though nobody asked for it, and are the cause of many a mental health break for the guy who can decide if a meteor suddenly flattens your character's entire continent, guess what? You might be a divination wizard. Hey everyone, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. And please, don't forget to subscribe down below, it really helps me out. Right now the channel is growing okay, but you have no idea how far a like, a comment, or a subscription goes towards pushing us in the algorithm. So that's all for now, I hope you have an excellent day, and see you in the next one.